What's good? Welcome in. This can be a general collective reading, taking what resonates, leaving the rest. This is going to bring in some sort of spiritual, mental clarity, confirmation, validation, and clarification to whatever it is you're going through. Okay, so take little pieces that make sense to you, that answer something, that bring some sort of resonance to you. And then we have real connection coming out. You're craving real connection. You're craving depth right now. You're very, I want to say spiritual person, but that word gets thrown around so much, doesn't it? You're very deep. You're very aware. You're very self assured, very self aware. You show up, you're doing the work, and you honor yourself, and you walk with grace. You walk with integrity. When you walk in the room, it lights up. Look at that depiction in the back. Okay. There's a circle, and there's one person right here that seems that they're just standing out, and they're walking into this forest. Like, into the forest we go to lose our mind and to find our souls, as the saying goes, right? And it says, honor your divine essence and seek support from community. I find my spirit tribe. So this is asking you to go and pick up hobbies, go to places where you're going to connect with people that are like you, whatever like you means. Whatever hobbyist. If you're a bee farmer, go to the farmer's market. You know what I mean? If you're a tarot reader, go to certain circles that provide astrology classes, that provide how to learn tarot, build your own online community, whatever it may be, right? But you're craving real connection. And this is funny, it came out in the short that I just did. So take a look at that. There could be a message there for you as well. But this is also real connections that are coming in to seek you, to seek your support, because you have something that is meant to be shared, collective, because you help other people. Chills, confirmation. You're the phoenix. You help other people transform their limitations. You help break the limiting beliefs that people have been holding for lifetimes, right? This is like generational, traditional beliefs that sometimes limit us into how far we can go. And just because we came from our bloodline doesn't mean that we have to continue our bloodline, in the sense of just because, your parents were, say, drug addicts, doesn't mean that you have to be a drug addict. It stops with you, just as an example, okay? And that could resonate with someone. Some of you, someone, okay? Allow spirit to take away any doubts, fears, and attachment. I change my life with ease. And I'm getting something with like paper, tissue paper, or some sort of like watercolor painting could be significant. Maybe, and I just got a message, confirmation. So maybe doing some sort of water painting could help be, if I could get my words out, maybe it could be significant in the sense of bringing in some sort of meditation, some sort of a form of clearing your mind. But you're here to transform your limitations. You're here, you're the cycle breaker, you're the black sheep in the family. You're here to show other people that it could be done, that it's been done. You're going to be the testimony for other people. Like, oh, so-and-so can do it. Oh, you remember so-and-so from high school? Yeah, they really transformed their life. And now they're like this huge success. Now they built community. Now they have some sort of platform. Now they're being seen. Now they're being recognized. Now you're stepping into your victory. Where they thought that they left you for ashes, you became the flame, that you are the spark. That's the cosmic joke. It's like you were hidden in plain sight. They thought that they could earn you. Infusing intent. Use crystals to amplify intentions and to help focus your energy. I magnify my soul power. You could be clairvoyant. You see how this person is holding this ball? So it's like your crystal ball, I'm getting. Or you're just holding the weight of the world on your shoulders. And you're here to show others that it doesn't need to be so hard. It doesn't have to be so exhausting, or to be that real connection for others who are going through it, others who are on their knees. looking up to the skies and asking for help. They need that guidance. They need you to show up because they need that guidance from you. Intention is everything. Intention is everything in the world. It really is. That is, intention is our sails to our ship, right? Intention is which way we go, which way we grow. That's your soul power. That is like the energetic force. That's the force behind everything, your vision, everything. What else we got here? Divine protection. Just know that you're divinely protected. I'm also getting that you are very protective over those around you, over those that you love, over your own soul tribe. You could be part of the 144,000. Your angels and spirit guides are on call to assist you always. The universe has my back, right? That you're someone that people can rely on. They know that you're the real deal. They know that they could trust you, that you're this real connection in their life. And you're here to help people transform and purify their dreams, to get clear on what it is that they want, to bring in some sort of vice, some sort of guidance, burn away old patterns to make room for new possibilities. I welcome opportunities. And that's the thing, burning away old habits, things that no longer serve you, things that have been keeping you or making you feel weighed down. This could be thoughts. This could be old beliefs. This could be what you were raised to believe about society, about the world, and gaining new insights. No? Okay. You could be Sagittarius, okay? The Pegasus is standing out right now. You see? And when I see this card, I see Sagittarian because of the Pegasus, because of the horse, even though it's a Chiron. Inner peace. Cultivate inner calm through meditation or mindful practice. I let go and have faith. Journaling could be significant. Again, like painting, that's a mindful practice. That's a mindful meditation. Watercolors, okay, because they're very soft. Painting by numbers could be significant. Like even I'm picking up on a wine and painting night. I don't know if you have them where you are. And then underneath the deck it says, aspire higher, think expansively, and the cosmos conspire to grant your wishes. I create my own destiny. You're creating something. You could be a painter. Something about your artistic expression is helping the world more than you know. Trees could be significant. You could have a favorite tree, okay? Like you see here, it's planting new seeds. And then we have a tree here as well that's standing out to me. So you're planting new seeds. You're building a foundation. You're building a stronger foundation. You had to burn away something that wasn't working. And now you're moving forward. And whatever you're moving forward with, your desires, it's bringing inner peace. Trust that. Trust how you feel when you're doing something, because that is the path that you're meant to go. Share journey, honor your transformation while being open to others on the path. Together we make magic. And that's you building a community of real connection, of the real deal. You know, people who call you without you having to call them first. People that show up for you because they love you, because they have your back, because they know you're a solid person. Your soul tribe is coming in. You're building something, or something that you're creating is bringing in your soul tribe. And you're meant to bring in some sort of protection through your artistic expression. I'm getting artistic expression, okay? But your ancestors are with you. You could be really good with your hands. There's something about your hands. You could even be a healer. Reiki could be significant, or practicing Reiki or getting into Reiki. And just know the universe has your back. I find my spirit tribe. I change my life with ease. I welcome opportunities. I magnify my soul power. I let go and have faith. I create my own destiny. Let's get these cards. And that's the thing, when you're feeling lost and you don't know which way to go, don't go on social media. Start creating something. And that's going to be a little trick for you, okay? Start creating something, something that you're good at, writing, painting, an artistic expression that's tapping into the feminine energy. You're nurturing yourself, okay? Dirt, workaholic, come up for air, hidden elements, digging, getting things started, hitting goals, reaching goals, keep going what's coming next, okay? So there's things that are coming in for you, but you just got to maintain that inner peace, maintain that solid foundation, purify your desires by focusing, and really try not to consume so much of, I want to say, social media, right? Like, are you a consumer or are you a producer? So there's a balance. And when you consume too much of things that aren't benefiting you, that are only allowing time to pass by without adding any real value, then that's when you kind of get a little bit depressed. That's when you start to compare, right? That's when you start to um, get a bit of like, I don't want to say withdrawals, but yeah, you kind of withdraw from life, you know? And then we have fun. Have fun. And that's what I mean by, and that just confirms tapping into your artistic expression. Do something that makes you feel like a child again. That could be painting, that could be riding your bike, going on swings, going to the park, getting off social media for a little bit, real connection. This is, listen, bro, okay, sis, this is real connection with divine protection. You have a real sacred connection with divinity, okay? And you're being asked to go out and have some fun a little bit. Be childlike. Remember how it felt to be free, to be liberated without any responsibilities, even if it's just for an hour. Going out and playing with your children if you have any, with your nieces and nephews, with your little cousins, whatever it may be. And falling is just part of the process. Remember when you used to fall as a child? Yeah, you used to cry, but then your mom used to put a band-aid on you and you used to run outside and go play again. Now as an adult, you fall, you cry, and you want someone to come and save you. You know what I mean? Because that's how society has been conditioning us to, into, I don't want to say sibs, but kind of, yeah, that's the correct word. You know what I mean? You're becoming a simp in your own life, not to somebody, but just you're like becoming a victim. And that's furthest from the truth, because you're the creator. And now, look, transform limits, purify your desires. I welcome opportunities. And then you have the police. I'm getting that song. Um, what's something? Oh, I hear it. I can't remember who it's from. It's like an old rap song. It's an old school rap song. But it's not F the police. It's not that one. But helpful person, give assistance, hiding, be on the lookout, things coming to light, rules. You should ask for help from someone in authority, structure. So this is a helpful person, or you are that helpful person. Like, this is just confirming what I was saying, that you're here to bring guidance, some sort of inspiration to others. When people read your art, when people see your art, when people even just meet you, when you come across people in the playground, you're having fun and you're in your real connection, you're in your divine essence, you're protected, but you're also overpouring that energy to others. Look, we have divine protection and the police. You're heavy being divinely protected right now. Okay, you could be a police officer, someone that you know could be a police officer. This could be a helping hand. Someone in your family could be a police officer, or some sort of seniority, some sort of authority. You hold some sort of authority because you're here to help transform and purify people's desires. And sometimes it's like, who do you go to when you need help? And that's why you come here, collective. Because we're all just guiding everybody home. We're all guiding one another home. And then we have kite, situation, blowing, fragile, pretty, tangled, reminders. The reminder to find your inner peace, that you're not just blowing in the wind. When you feel overwhelmed and you feel like you're blowing in the wind, it's because you're consuming too much fake, what's the word I'm looking for? Fake content? No, no, what dopamine. There you go. I mean, you're feeding off of fake dopamine, so you feel like you're flying in the wind, but that's not the case at all. I magnify my soul power. So just pray, even just prayer, adding a little bit more prayer in your day, every life, every lifetime. Okay, there you go. Maybe your prayers from lifetimes are being answered. What I meant to say, 1546 on the clock, was in every day you add a prayer. Your prayers are going to bring in some sort of inner peace because they will be answered. You're not going to feel like you're flying in the wind. You're not going to be just some pretty face. You're going to actually make impact. You're here to make impact. You may feel fragile, or you may have moments of being fragile, and that's okay. That's what makes you human. That's what makes us being able to connect to one another. Then we have gray, murky situation, more to be seen, look deeper, depression that is deep. And that's the thing. That's why I kept saying that fake dopamine. If that's what's causing your depression. You need to go out and connect and make real connection with the divine, with nature, with things that don't bring in some sort of instant entertainment, gratification, feel good, energy, but don't bring in any real results, any real value. Friends, going out with friends, getting off social media. When you go out with your friends, you just sit in there on your phones. That's not going out. Go out with your friends, do something, get off your phones, enjoy yourselves. Look deeper within yourself to find that inner peace. You're not just blowing in the wind. You're not fucking lost. You're a whole human being here to bring in a life that you desire. Your intention is everything. Where's your intention going? In someone else's content? In scrolling social media? Where's your intention going? So create something that's for you, from you, through your divine essence of feminine energy. Even if you're masculine, creating is feminine energy. The artists tap into the feminine energy. When you're tuning into tarot, you could be a tarot reader like me. You're tuning into your feminine energy because you're connecting with source energy. But we're whole beings. We have both feminine and masculine energy. Don't forget that you are capable of doing anything that you choose. It's all about your intention. Where intention flows, experience grows. You got this. Like, share, and subscribe if you got this far. Much love. Let's build this community one like at a time. Stay well.